All right, today we are going to be walking through some of the differences in the new 4.0 portal. This will include login, my task page, as well as primarily the invoice details page. So first off, in the 4.0 site, we now have the ability to do single sign-on. So if signed up for single sign-on and configured, users who are configured for single sign-on can click the SSO button, and that will take you through your internal authentication with your network access internally. Otherwise, you will use the username and password as you currently do. When you log in, you will still land on the My Tasks page. Your My Tasks page will still be formatted with your current visibility. So if you're an administrator, you will still see all of the queues. If you are approver or buyer, you will see the limited views for the invoices in your queues. Your My Task details are going to be the same. You will still see what is in your queue to work on and how long it's been out there. And when you go into the details page is where you have the most changes. For both PO and non-PO at the top of the page, everybody will see a thumbnail of the image over here. And so you can have a quick view. If you want to see the full image, you can click the View Invoice Image and it will give you the full image of the invoice. Your invoice vendor information is now here on the right. You have your status, division, and other information in the middle. And then you have your invoice number, date, and so forth on the left. If you have access to edit any of the header information, you will click the Open Edit at the top. That opens up the header information where you can change your pay site, or by clicking here, you can also change your vendor. Saving it will save any of the changes that you made and rerun the rules. If you don't want to save any changes, just hit cancel. Your previous and next are here at the top, along with additional options, additional functions in the ellipsis. Again, you have access to what you would have access to currently. Your center section has all of your commenting and approval information. So you can comment to users, direct to users, choose approval groups, enter standard comments, and also save your comment history, print your comment history, send to error, save your approval groups, and see your comment history in the middle. Below that, we have vendor notes. If there are any processing notes associated with a vendor, you can see it here. Your invoice coding is in this section down here. Again, this will be configured according to your current configurations. You have your previous coding, which will show the last 3 invoices for that vendor for that associated division. You have your current geocoding and you have your current geocoding. You do have to still have your entire invoice geocoded in order to approve or final approve an invoice. That process is the same. Your material services is at the bottom, just as it has been, and you can still add additional documents as you have before. Whatever sections you have expanded when you click on next or previous will remain expanded for you so that that view stays the same. If you click next or previous from the top of the page, the next invoice will load from the top of the page. If we look at purchase order invoices are going to be very similar to the non-purchase orders. You are still going to have your image and all of your information at the top. You are still going to have your commenting and comment history. And then your purchase order and invoice information are going to be below. Again, you can see the same information that you currently see as far as the order of columns. We do show the PO type, the buyer, and the PO vendor number at the header section here, so it's easy to see. Otherwise, the remaining columns are resorted or displayed in the order that you have currently requested. To make edits, you will not go to the update page. You will click the open save, make any of the changes that you need to make in here, and then go ahead and click the save invoice again. That will run the invoice rules just the same as it did from using the update page. Your search invoice is largely the same as well. So your same access that you currently have on search invoice will remain your current access in the 4.0 site as well. And you'll be able to see the same things, export to Excel, view your images, and go into details as necessary. And those are the main user differences for the 4.0 site.